As Iran's Ayatollah Khamenei's provocations pushed the entire Middle East toward the edge of open conflict, deep cracks began emerging inside President Donald Trump's own war cabinet. From the shouting crowds on Iran's streets to tense debates inside the White House, Khamenei's strategy has laid bare a dramatic and unexpected split among Trump's senior advisors. According to sources quoted by the Washington Post, JD Vance, long known for opposing foreign wars, surprised colleagues by supporting military strikes against Iran. Earlier, Trump had told CBS News that America would take very strong action if Iran carried through with executing anti-regime protesters. Vance reportedly argued that the president had drawn a red line with his public warning to Iran, and that failing to act would undermine that stance. A White House insider told the Washington Post that Vance believed backing away from military action would shatter U.S. credibility on the world stage. Despite internal pressure, Trump reportedly decided against authorizing strikes on Iran after reviewing the potential blowback and minimal strategic advantage. The Washington Post reported that Trump eventually concluded such a strike would neither topple Iran's regime nor deliver a clear or lasting military win. Officials said the vice president ultimately came around to agree with Trump's decision to hold fire and avoid immediate escalation with Tehran. Military sources said U.S. assets are now repositioning toward the Middle East, creating a potential 2-week window during which a strike could still take place. Officials noted that the timing would also help ease Israel's acute concerns over its current level of defense readiness in case of retaliation. Senior figures from Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, Oman, and Egypt all appealed to President Trump to avoid escalation and keep diplomatic channels open. A Gulf official told the Washington Post that any U.S. strikes could trigger security and economic consequences for every nation in the region. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman personally called President Trump to urge restraint and press against launching another Middle East war. Arab leaders feared Iran would retaliate harshly against Gulf states hosting American military bases if Washington launched an attack. Notably, Iran's leadership warned regional states that any response this time will be far less measured than the missile barrage seen last June. Sources told the Washington Post that Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu called Trump twice, urging him not to authorize strikes prematurely. Israel was reportedly worried that its own air defenses would be insufficient without a significant U.S. naval presence positioned nearby. U.S. officials acknowledged that Israel has relied heavily on American interceptor systems during past missile exchanges with Iran. Those repeated missile interceptions have substantially depleted U.S. defense stockpiles and increased replacement costs for Washington. However, on January 14th, Trump shifted his tone publicly, stating that the killing in Iran is stopping, suggesting signs of de-escalation.
We have been informed by very important sources on the other side, and they've said the killing has stopped and the executions won't take place. There was supposed to be a lot of executions today, and that the executions won't take place. And we're going to find out. I mean, I'll find out after this. You'll find out. But we've been told on good authority, and I hope it's true. Who knows, right? Who knows?
We've
Crazy
seen the body
world.
bags, so how do you trust
No,
them?
you've seen that over the last few days, and they said people were shooting at them with guns, and they were shooting back, and it's one of those things. But they told me that there'll be no executions, and so I hope that's true.
Does this mean military action is now off the table against Iran?
Well, we're going to watch and see what the process is, but we were given a very good statement by people that are aware of what's going on.
Interestingly, on January 16th, Trump revealed that he decided to cancel planned strikes after hearing that Iran's authorities had suspended hangings of protesters.
Did Arab and Israeli officials convince you to not strike Iran?
Nobody convinced me. I convinced myself. You had yesterday scheduled over 800 hangings. They didn't hang anyone. They canceled the hangings. That had a big impact.